To start our show today, we have some good news from Principal John Dodig.
Thanks, Daniel. I'm really pleased to announce that this year's Moody's math team, comprised of David Haswell, Michael Menz, Robert Perry, Matthew Silver, and Connie Zhu, have made the top 6 and will compete for cash prizes up to $20,000 in New York City on April 26th. When our first team entered this contest 5 years ago, they competed against about 350 teams from the tri-state area. This year, there were 961 teams from all over the United States, and still our team made the top 6. We'll be thinking of them as they defend their response to this year's math problem before a panel of judges. Good luck to them and have a wonderful day. And now, back to Dan.
Up next is video from Remy Bonnet. Remy attended the presentation by the Israeli soldiers in the Library Learning Commons. Here is her piece about this very interesting and engaging event.
Hi, I'm Alec.
I'm Rusty.
This is a look into the Israeli Soldiers Speak Out meeting.
So, but the difference is that at the age of 18, when you are finished with your high school and looking for a good college, where we finished with our high school as well, but we're looking for a good military unit to join.
I really wish we wouldn't need to go to the army in the age of 18. And I really wish I could start my academic studies, but unfortunately, you know, we live in a country that is still fighting its war of independence, and the army service is mandatory, and it's not a choice, it's a duty, and it's one that we are very, very proud of.
Everyone wants to go to the best units, and we're start to talk about it like from the age of 10, 11, 12, just where am I going to go, where do you want to go? So it's really part of our life.
But I wanted to do the same as the guys, so I volunteered to be a combat soldier, and I served in that position for 3 years. I was a combat soldier in the Border Guard, which is a unit part of the military police. A pregnant Palestinian woman came to the checkpoint, and she was in a rush to get across. She was in labor, and she started yelling. And me standing there as another woman, you know, thinking to myself, I want to let her get across as fast as I can. And it was a good thing for me to check the woman and the ambulance, because the ambulance that was carrying her was carrying explosives. And if I would have let them go, then that ambulance could have gone to Netanya, to Jerusalem, to Tel Aviv, to Haifa, and just blew themselves up, and would have cost so many other civilians' lives. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're still facing terror attacks on a daily basis. And at the moment, I cannot apologize for defending my country, and I cannot apologize for my right to live.
And rockets. It's also education to hate. They're providing food and medical supplies, medical services to the population that they will think that this is the best option for them, but it's not. The Hamas, of course, they are bad to Israel, but they are also bad to their own people.
You come to realize what defending your home, your house, really means. So when you join the army, you understand that you need to guard your parents, your family, your friends, just guarding your home.
I think it was interesting. I liked how they answered the questions, and it was cool how they were from Israel. Israeli Soldiers Speak Out is an important program founded by the Stand With Us organization to talk to students in America about the challenges that soldiers in Israel face on a day-to-day basis.
Good job, Remy. Once again, your hard work is evident in your video. We started off our show today with part of a music video by Staples Jr. Jacqueline Divine. Jacqueline recently recorded several original songs in the Media Lab. She asked the help of 3 of our excellent Staples musicians to accompany her: Olivia Capel, Mike Lundberg, and Sam Weiser. One of the songs was made into a music video, which you saw at the beginning of the show. Jacqueline was interviewed recently. Both Hamza Khan and Zach Sandsted created this video about this very talented and unique Staples student.
Hi, I'm Hamza Khan. We're here today with Jackie Divine. She came in recently to the studio to record some songs. She even made a music video, some of which you saw at the beginning of this show. So Jackie, how long have you been interested in music, songwriting, performing, and how long have you done this for?
I've been singing for as long as I can remember, but songwriting is something I picked up, I guess I say around the 6th grade. I wrote my first song when I was about 11, but I seriously became a songwriter, I'd say 9th grade. I wrote Just Be, which I released on iTunes last year. And I'm continuing to write music, and I'm copywriting stuff. I have about 50 songs copyrighted right now. And yeah, hopefully I'll be releasing some singles and my album on iTunes soon.
We noticed you have a lot of videos on YouTube. Do you think that might help with your musical interests?
I think YouTube is a great way of promoting yourself. I know so many artists, Justin Bieber and, various other artists have been discovered through YouTube. I'm not saying that it's going to be my portal to fame, obviously, but I think it's a great way to show people what I do and to get myself out there. And, when people say, how can I find you? You only have one song on iTunes. I can say, okay, go to my YouTube page. I have multiple songs uploaded there.
Tell us how you learned about the Media Lab and what the students do there.
I heard about it through guidance. I was looking for a studio, there are a lot around town, they're really expensive, so, I was trying to find one that wasn't too bad, and I heard through some of the counselors that the studio here was, obviously free and, conveniently located. So, I came down and I talked to Mr. Honeycutt, and he said that he would be happy to record me. So I came in one day after school, we recorded about 6 tracks, and, gonna hopefully get them up on iTunes.
There have been some students like Richard McGowan and Nasi Paul who have recorded CDs in the Media Lab. Do you think you might do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I love performing. I love people being able to hear me sing and play and see what I do. So, any opportunity that I have to get out there and perform would be incredible.
So what's next for you? Do you see yourself doing music things in the future?
Absolutely. I already recorded about 6 songs here. So, like an EP, a demo. I'll definitely be back recording more music and, trying new things, using new instruments and, trying to layer tracks and get it as good as I possibly can. And, continuing to record here and see how much I can accomplish.
So Jackie, thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to throw it back to the host now, but before we do, here's a little bit more of her music video.
You're a snow cold ass girl, picking on the nice girls to spoil your rotten princess. Yeah, you're just a hot mess, a headstrong diva. No, it wasn't cute. Stay out of my way. I miss around two. Take a backseat. 'Cause she's only.
Congratulations, Jacqueline. Your video looks terrific and your song sounds great. We hope to hear much more from you. One of our students, Samantha Hodgson, recently received an award of distinction. Wyatt Davis and Elliot Enriquez wanted to know more about her award and made the following video about her.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Zamri. I'm the club advisor for students supporting special athletes here at Staples High School. One of our athletes, Samantha Hodgson, was recently nominated to receive the Spirit of Life Award through Special Olympics. There was a ceremony held at the AquaTurf in Southington 2 weeks ago. We had a great time, all those people who went. Samantha was one of 3 students in the state of Connecticut to receive this award. Here's Wyatt to introduce Samantha and tell you more.
What is the Spirit of Life Award?
The Spirit of Life Award. The award is a medal I got from the Special Olympics.
How did you feel when you received your award, and what did you receive at the banquet?
I felt really good, and I got a medal and a sweater.
Tell me about the banquet.
It was exciting. There was a lot of food, and a lot of music, and a video at the end.
Congratulations, Samantha, and good job. Congratulations goes out to Staples players for the recent recognition by Broadway World. This publication printed an extensive article praising players for their successful high school drama program. Up next, we are going to the movies with Eric Hawes and his group. This week, Eric is reviewing the new Navy SEAL movie, Act of Valor.
This past weekend, I went to see Act of Valor. This movie starred real Navy SEALs and was directed by Mike McCoy. There's live rounds and great action sequences, but the acting was on the poor side. The plot was pretty good, but other than that, it was an okay movie. This movie is about a group of Navy SEALs that extract a kidnapped CIA agent and stumble upon a terrorist group in the heart of Costa Rica. This movie reminded me more of a recruitment video than an actual Hollywood film. I would recommend you to stay at home and play COD since it has better acting than this movie.
Of cold hair and lightning, set you up against the planet's last dance. Just for a minute,
Back to the hook.
Thanks for the review, Eric. I'm not sure if I will be attending that movie, but we look forward to your next movie. Word has it that you will be reviewing The Hunger Games next time around. Well, it's time for sports. The sports season officially started yesterday just as we finished up this show. Period 8 TV class will have some sports highlights for you next Tuesday. Among those will be highlights of STN's first broadcast of the season. The TV crew will be broadcasting today's baseball game against Massac. If you can't make it out to the field, check it out on Channel 78. Also playing at Staples today will be both our lacrosse teams and our girls' tennis team and our boys' volleyball team. Come out and see some great games and support our student athletes. Turning to some games that have already taken place, Sibo Hood and his group put together this video as a way of looking back on the rec basketball season. So let's have a look.
A few weeks ago, on March 13th, the rec basketball season concluded, bringing an end to the excitement and drama for at least another year. Here's our report on how things shaked out at the rec basketball March Madness Championship.
In the first round, there were no real upsets. Light beating Floyd by a considerable margin. Gotta feel bad for the kid. His team wasn't very good. He tried to carry them, just couldn't do it. On the other side of the bracket, Latella beating Friedman 43-13 might be the biggest margin of the tournament. Hard to see a team go out so bad so quickly. In the Elite Eight, things start to get a little bit more unpredictable. Colacerdo beating Latella 6th seed to 2nd seed. That's a pretty big upset. In the Final Four, Colacerdo continues the Cinderella story as it beats Porter 38-29. On the other side of the bracket, Rezac upsets Light 42-36. It's not the biggest upset, 2nd seed to 1st seed, but Rezac was not expected to win that game.
The finals were a riveting matchup between Colacerdo and Rezac, ending the Cinderella story, which was Colacerdo, the 6th seed, winning the rec championship. I think they won because they scored more points than Rezac, but that's just me.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, our hearts so true, our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
That was our report. Now back to the hosts.
That's our sports report, and that's our show, Staples. The Period 8 TV class will be back with their show before vacation. We will be back next Thursday. Goodbye.